Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. Hope you're doing good. Got the wind kicked up out there again today. I went on almost a 5-mile walk today and I'm feeling a little tired, but it feels good. The waves were kicking up out at the lake. I took Penelope with me. She walked about 1.5 miles and then she had to be picked up the rest of the way. So she got a little afraid of the waves as the wind was kicking up. So it was fun. I was a big it was a big event for her. Let's put it that way. She's learning how to walk on a leash. Yes. All right. So for today, I would like to do a spread on a celeb agent by the name of Jonathan Shalit from he's a Hollywood agent or, celebrity agent. And he is saying that Harry is trying to keep up with Meghan's intelligence. Oh boy. Yeah, he obviously must, he's not aware probably about what she does. Right there, just by making that claim, I can already tell you he doesn't know much about her. No one would say that if they knew just about how much plagiarizing she did and mirroring and mimicking other people. No original thought. So yeah, the guy is a little bit in the dark, to say the least. And I didn't even read the article, just the title. So I'm not going to even bother with what he said because I can already tell you he doesn't know much. So let's get a spread on that. Does Harry feel stupid with Meghan? I'm sure he does. Is he trying to keep up with Meghan? Is he trying to learn and keep up with Meghan? That this agent, Jonathan Shalit, said he just probably wants to get in the news and get more clients. That's probably why he's doing it, which I should probably do a spread on his intentions. That's probably his intentions right there. All right, so is Harry trying to keep up with Meghan in the intelligence category? Let's see. Oh, well, that was my popper. I'm going to take it. Here we go. That popped. So very first card here. He's getting no rest and recovery. Yep. Narcissists like to exhaust you. They want to totally make you exhausted. They're easier to manipulate when you're exhausted. And plus, he has a job now. So he's tired. He's one tired guy. Oh, Harry. And we've got the 3 of Swords. So basically with that, he's not doing too good here. He's got some stormy emotions going on. And there's a lot of upheaval, triangulation. Meghan trying to weasel her way in probably just meddling and bothering him because she's got to get a word in edgewise on his job, his position. Probably trying to get him to get them to change their mind. Because that is how they operate. They do not give up. They're so persistent. As in Charles called and nicknamed her tungsten, the metal, they do not bend. They do not bend to anybody else's way. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's partially what's going on here. Here we go. I've got here the Ace of Wands in the past position. So the past position, it was a new beginning and a spark. Everything was like, wow, okay, I got this job. Things are great. That's very recent past. So it was a new position, strength, courage. It took a lot of courage. It was definitely a new beginning for him. But he's just exhausted at this point. So the outcome for that is he's not feeling too nostalgic about having a job now. Yeah, he's not. That's just kind of like, wow, I don't know about this job kind of card. The 6 of Cups in reverse. So that's not loving it, you guys. And it is not having a blast from the past card. And with 6s, you're looking at overcoming obstacles and perseverance. And it's in reverse. So he doesn't feel like he can overcome this obstacle of learning this new job and competing with Meghan and the perseverance that it requires and needs to keep up with her. To have victory, conquest, and heroism. And it's all in reverse because that is what 6s are, is overcoming. And it is in reverse. He cannot overcome his challenges. He's feeling kind of beat down. So in the next position here, what's going to be coming up here, he's going to have a circle of support that's going to be stepping in to help him so that he can make some, some strides, baby steps, probably. And we have here the Hierophant in reverse. in the next position. And so that's basically being self-righteous, rebellious, shame, and immoral. So basically he's too self-righteous and too rebellious to think less of himself in regards to the social setting. He's probably, he's arrogant in essence. In essence, this is an arrogant position. To have a Hierophant in reverse, you're being very arrogant. And don't you know who I am, kind of thing. So he's being kind of arrogant. He is being arrogant. And then we have here, the outcome is he has an inability to look in on himself. He can't even see how stupid he is and that he can't keep up. And so he's starting to probably, the light's dimming. The light's not lit for him to know his path, to know what he wants, to go inward. This is self-reflection card. He's not really even looking inward at himself right now because he's lost himself. He's completely lost himself. So that's why he's unable to look at himself. And this is not going into, he's not going to go into isolation either. The Hermit is someone who goes into isolation, withdraw, and they do self-care. He's unable to do self-care. He cannot do self-care being with Megan. She won't allow it. And he is being very arrogant. So I would say based on his arrogance and needing support by people and not being able to go inward, he's not going to keep up with her. He's not going to be able to become quite the narcissist that she is. He's aiming to be, quite possibly. Because if you can't go in, there's no growth. When you don't go inward, there's no growth, period. You have to look at yourself if you're going to grow. He will not be able to ever attain to Megan's level of NPD, whatever good characteristics she has, whatever it is he values in her, intellectually speaking. He's not going to be able to do that because he can't even identify what the problem is within himself because he doesn't look at himself. So he has an inability to do that. And when you can't do that, there is absolutely no growth. And under the surface, we have the Devil. He's willing to do just about anything for it. That is subconscious card. But the actual facts of the matter in the center of the situation of the conscious thought, consciously thinking, we have Knight of Cups in reverse. He's not in love with her. He's not in love with her. He doesn't want to just do it. He doesn't want to keep up with her. Consciously, he knows that, but subconsciously, which he's unaware of, is he's willing to do anything to feel this way. He really wants to feel this way, like he's the knight in shining armor with his emotional cup and being able to fulfill her and fulfill himself. And he's willing, and he really would like to on a subconscious level, but consciously, he knows he's not able to do it. He knows he doesn't have the just do it. He knows he doesn't love working. He knows he doesn't love trying to keep up with her. He doesn't love the games she plays. He's hating it, and that's why it's in reverse. So no, he will not be able to. He's not, come on. She's been doing what she's been doing, and he's just not at that level. And she's done it since she was very young. So by this time, they're experts at what they do, whatever value he finds in her. That we're no match. Neurotypicals is what they call people who do not have high narcissistic traits. We are neurotypicals, and we can never, our empathy is what keeps us, and pain and suffering is what, true emotional pain and suffering is what holds us back. But that's a good thing, because without that, we wouldn't have society. We would have self-destruct without it, because empathy is what makes the world go around. And without it, we would have just been blown to smithereens by now. So yes, here we go. So let's find out, how does Megan feel about Harry's job now? How does Megan feel about Harry struggling on the job? How does Megan feel about Harry struggling to keep up? How does she feel? How does she feel? Or without the mask, how does she truly feel? Without the mask. Yeah, I got to say that, without the mask. Here we go. Well, we have here the High Priestess in reverse. So with the High Priestess, in the upright, it's the hidden knowledge and intuition. But the High Priestess in reverse is she's disconnected. She doesn't know how to help him. She's like checked out. Basically, it doesn't register. It's because she doesn't have intuitive ability. She doesn't have the ability to soothe other people. She's no High Priestess. She cannot soothe anyone but herself. She's not capable. It's completely self-referential, completely self-focused. And she's just focused on the abundance. It's only what Harry can bring home. Just bring it home, Harry. I'm disconnected from you. Just bring home the bacon. And the next card we have here, we did leave. Because we left, Harry. You wanted to leave, Harry. It's all your fault. I did what you wanted. You told me you wanted to leave, so I got you out of there. So now you got to make it abundant, and I'm just going to stay disconnected. I can't help you. She's probably hoping he'll commit suicide. They really don't care. That's one thing they don't care if you did that, in some respects. So she expects him to fail. She expects it to be a total failure. And then we have here that it'll be a healing from rock bottom. The fact that he couldn't do it. So she's like, wow, I guess he isn't smart enough. So it is a disappointment. And we have here, she's going to stay focused on, the Page of Swords, which is the deceit and secretive nature of the relationship, and also involving Archie and the current pregnancy. So they're just going to maintain their secrets. And then the outcome is the Fool. They're just going to take a new path. When one path doesn't work, what do, Harry? We throw spaghetti at the wall and try something different. Harry, when this doesn't work, we'll try another angle. We'll try another company. We'll just keep promoting ourselves. So it's, that's how she feels. Under the surface, what do we have here? We have here the Chariot in reverse. So it's not going as planned. They're not able to push forward. Things aren't going there. They're not making progress. They're not making progress. So that's at the bottom of the deck. Subconsciously, she knows they're not winning, they're not making progress, but she has an inability to look at it and view it clearly because she can't see past her own nose. And the center of the situation, which is consciously, she knows she absolutely does not want anything to do with the family, the firm. She wants no celebrations. She wants no parties there. She knows she's done. She is completely discarded by them now. They've discarded her in return. First she discarded them, and they now have discarded her. And she knows that. She is completely aware of that fact. She is consciously aware that her behavior created for them to disconnect from her for life, okay? She will never be allowed to mingle with them. That mingling's gone. It's gone. So that's how she feels about that. Let's get how does Harry feel? How does Harry currently feel right now? Being a working man, how is he coping? How is Harry coping? How is Harry coping? There we go. Okay. First card we have here, the Ace of Pentacles, making some money. I'm bringing home some bacon for you, Megan. Let's cook up the bacon. Here we go. That, and the next one we have here, oh, you're going to be rich, Megan. I'm bringing home some money. I hope it makes you happy, love, because I'm doing it for you. Then we have this one here. Oh, we want to make money, lots of money, Megan. We don't have it yet, but we will. It's going to happen. Four of Pentacles in reverse, but it hasn't happened yet. And that is in the reverse position. So that is in the past position because now he's making money. We weren't making money, but we were greedy, and we are going to be, they're not being cautious. They're not hanging back. That's why it's in reverse. They were not hanging back on trying to make it. And they weren't attaining it. So, but now we are, Megan. We're making it. It's coming in. It's coming in, Megan. So and I get to talk to people, Megan. I get to actually talk to people, and people listen to me. And we get to talk about our love. I get to talk about us, Megan. Teamwork and expansion. Oh, I have a team, Megan, and I talk about our love and how we came together, and I talk about our relationship. Oh, she probably likes that. Oh boy. The outcome is too many choices, and it's the gaslighting card. It's my gaslighting card. It's all a lie, Megan. I'm not qualified, and we've got a lot of emotional choices here to make. We've got too many choices here, Megan. Maybe if it doesn't work out, we can choose something else. Because I don't know what to pick. And this is my gaslighting card. It is my gaslighting card. So he's gaslighting. He's not conscious of it, though. He's not conscious that he's not even qualified. By what I'm seeing here, it's not even registering that he's not even qualified. Under the surface, what do I have here? He subconsciously, he knows he's going to hit a rock bottom, an emotional rock bottom. And he's consciously trying to block it out by talking about their love, by talking about how they're a team, a loving team. And, you know, he's trying to love the new employer. He's trying to love bomb his bosses, love bomb the people he works with. He's love bombing the expansion and teamwork here. So he is love bombing. He's learning some of the narc trait skills from Megan. But he knows there's going to be an ending. He does know there's going to be an ending. In the center of it, what do I have here? I have here, and he won't be able to push forward, and it won't be a positive forward momentum. So the Chariot in reverse, and it's not going to push forward. It's not going to go anywhere. It's gonna fall flat. So basically, he does not expect to succeed, but he's not communicating it. So yeah, that is that. And let's see. Let's ask. How are the bosses feeling about him right now? I know that they're not going to like him and they're going to go easy on him. But how is next week going to go for him? Let's do that. How is next week at work going to go for Harry? Next week. How's Harry's next week going to go? Harry's next week. Next week. How's it going to go for him? Got here. Oh, loss. He's going to feel a loss. There's going to be some kind of loss he's going to feel. That's probably because of what's going on at home. And he's going to have to, you know, put in a lot of effort. Two of Swords is a lot of effort to maintain his balance. So to maintain any, you know, this is Swords. To maintain. So this is Swords, deadlocked confusion. So loss, deadlock, confusion. Yeah. Brain fart, sorry. So yes, he has to make choices. Maybe the family's going to force him to make some choices. It's going to affect his job. I can clarify, but let's see. Yeah, there's that manipulation card. It's a manipulation. So he's going to feel like he's quite possibly being manipulated while he's, you know, his job's manipulating him, and he's not loving it. We got Ace of Cups in reverse. So he's not feeling like he's a leader, and he feels at a loss here. He feels at a loss. He doesn't feel like he's a leader. He feels like he's being manipulated. They don't love him, that it's not a new emotional start, that there's going to be a problem. He knows he's going to experience an emotional loss here. And he knows that he's being manipulated, and he knows that he's confused, and there's a deadlock, some kind of deadlock. Maybe quite possibly there are people that are saying he's not cut out. We shouldn't have done this. And so there's something going on. It's brewing now. It's starting to brew now. This is sticking out. I'm going to take it. And we have here the King of Swords in reverse. So someone just simply is saying, yeah, you know, he doesn't have what it takes. He doesn't have what it takes. He doesn't have the abilities that we really truly want. And the giving and receiving help in reverse. Yeah, he doesn't have, and basically another disconnected card, boredom. He's kind of bored doing this. He doesn't seem all that interested. He's more focused on his family right now. He's got problems. And the Hierophant in reverse, so that's back to the arrogance and not being, you know, a fully developed empathetic individual, really. No intuitive abilities, and, you know, so he's self-righteous. He's very self-righteous, so they're finding that he's a little disconnected and self-righteous. So yeah, they're kind of seeing him, and so they're seeing him for kind of what he's been like with his family, is what I'm seeing here. They're just picking up those traits that he's been doing to other people. They're seeing the problems with his character traits and the negative aspect of his character traits. Let's find out what positive character traits they do like, instead of being so negative here. I'll be negative Nancy. Here we go. What character traits do they like about Harry? What character traits do they find appealing about Harry? What do they find appealing about Harry? And I will do upright just because I have to. Here we go. Well, what do they find appealing? Wow, the triangulation. Wow, that's not a good appeal. So they're using them. They're using them because they know there's a lot of problems and it draws attention to them. So they're kind of using them for their own gain. That's the way I see this, because they know he's going through a heartache and they're using it to their advantage. That's what they like about him. That's pretty dark. And they like the fact that he's young and immature mind. And he wants to do something. He comes off as energetic, cheerful, and fearless for leaving. Oh, you're so fearless because you left the family. And you do have energy, and we're going to make sure good news comes your way. But they like this fact that he's kind of a young person. He's a young person who has problems. That's what they like about him, because that's who they're trying to help, I think. And then we have here the High Priestess, and that, he's got hidden knowledge of what it's like to suffer. He knows the knowledge of suffering. And they like the fact that he is a face of the world. The whole world will look at him. The entire globe is going to look at him because of who he is. So it's looking like they're using him, you guys. They are using him. Under the surface, we have here, they feel restricted with them. It's gonna, they're like, it's self-imposed restriction. He is restrictive. Hiring him, not the best thing, but they're using him as a PR campaign, really. And we got also here, I did get this in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse. They're really not into him, you guys. They're really not into him. But I will be nice and put it upright. But with this communication, with this younger man, communicating and pushing forward and communicating and being aggressive, they feel self-imposed with him. They know he's self-righteous and he has a bit of an ego, and he's not that intelligent. He's not a good, they don't feel he's really a great speaker. They're using him for his own problems that he's had with his family, the fact that he is triangulated, the fact that he's brokenhearted, he's got a lot of losses. So they're using him because he's had his own mental health, and only because he's Prince Harry, not because he actually is skilled. And we all know that, and a lot of you have commented on that, and the cards are showing that you are absolutely 100% correct in your thoughts. So thanks for your comments, because you are right. You are right. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye.